Make sure you hit that notification button straight after you subscribe so you get all my videos as I upload them. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Dragon Ball Super episode 79, here goes. So the episode starts off with eKPZdk fighting Majin Buu. Now obviously I expected this fight to be won by Majin Buu because Majin Buu can take a lot of damage and still get up like nothing happened. So I was expecting the same fight that Majin Buu had with Vegeta when he was still Majin, right? So I was expecting Majin Buu to just play around and do his little creepy dance before just grabbing eKPZdk and just knocking him out with just one punch. But that's not how it went. Anyway, apparently these roles are using a different source of energy which Goku and Gohan cannot sense. So obviously it's not God Ki and it is not normal Ki, but if you look at the androids also had a different source of energy, and I cannot remember if they could be sensed or not. Okay, so with that being said, the Kaioshin of Universe 9, who his role turns out to be an arsehole because he just talks shit, but I respect this guy because he speaks his mind. And guess what, if you look at all these Kaioshins who have well manners, right, there has to be someone out there who is different from them, and I think Rose stands out by being disrespectful. But then Kabito says he is the most disrespectful Kaioshin that they've ever seen, and Beerus takes note of that. But anyway, Zeno is enjoying the fight, as well as Future Zeno. They're both enjoying the fight. Okay, I want people to take a look at this image right here of the Universe 11 God of Destruction and his whole crew, right? If you look on the left, you see the mysterious figure that everyone has been talking about, right? It turns out it was not Hit, it was not a new warrior or anything. This warrior has already been revealed, and it turns out to be Toppo. Okay, now if you don't know who Toppo is one of the people who has been offered the job of God of Destruction, or at least he is in the tier of being a God of Destruction. Now guess what, Goku has been offered the same thing as well, meaning that Toppo is something special. Also, what I wanted to point out about this image is there was a reveal of this image of all the gods, right? And if you look at the final product in the episode, and if you look at the image which was used as promotion material, they have been completely changed. I mean, if you look at the promotion material, you can see the mysterious figure wearing gloves as well as being skinny and small. And if you look on the final product, the mysterious figure is really big and does not show any hands, as well as the size of the mysterious figure has been increased. But now we know that it is Toppo, and he is probably the hit of Universe 11. Okay, so I think for Universe 6 is going to be Hit, the best fighter is going to be Hit. Universe 7 is going to be Goku, and Universe 11 is going to be Toppo. Okay, so we're going to have all these characters fight each other, and I think that Goku's going to be fighting Toppo in the near future. So anyway, Basil decides to use his killer move, right? And this reminds me of Diablo Jumbo from One Piece. Okay, this is probably Sanji's attack, but then again, I've seen this technique being used in many different anime where someone uses only their legs and it just lights up, and that will be called a transformation. But anyway, he uses that technique, and I really like Basil's fighting style. Okay, I really like his fighting style. He uses on Buu, and it does not work obviously because Buu just regenerates. One of the blasts of eKPZdk's attack goes to hit the God of Destruction from Universe 11, and Toppo just grabs it and turns it into nothing but fairy dust. Now, I think the reason why this warrior is there and brought by the God is to observe the fighters of Universe 7 and to make sure that he knows how to beat all these characters. So that is a smart strategy to bring your warriors there just to watch the fight, so they can observe the fighting style or patterns of their enemies. So Basil gets his ass beat and they stop fighting, right? And then Zeno asks what is wrong, and then Goku says, well, from our universe, right, when you are not out of a ring, that means that you've lost. And then the Grand Priest goes on to say, when you're fighting to please Zeno, okay? So unless Zeno is pleased, the fighting is not done, and unless someone is injured or beaten to the inch of their life where they cannot move anymore, then the fight is not done. So basically, it's either you're beaten to the inch of your life, and if Zeno is not pleased with that, then it means that probably you're just going to be killed, and if that is what satisfies Zeno, then obviously that is what satisfies Zeno, and you have nothing to say about that. So you know, that's pretty much in a way saying that this fight, or this whole tournament, is kind of like a death match. So Basil is giving his wonder drug, right? And then Beerus says automatically that is cheating. But guess what? They don't care because Zeno is not satisfied. So obviously, the fight just goes on. Basil transforms into this beast mode thing using his wonder drug, right? And he attacks. And he gives Boo some brutal attacks, okay? He gives Boo some brutal kicks in his face, and you know, the Universe 9 God says maybe this is too much, showing that obviously he struggles with destroying things without reason. So you know, he's not as childish as Beerus. Anyway, with that being said, Boo launches what you would call, I think, a Kamehameha, or his version of a Kamehameha that we've seen him do in the original Dragon Ball Z series, but he fires it. It explodes. Kicker Basil obviously tanks the entire thing, like fuck you nigga, like I can tank this shit, your blast ain't shit to me. But guess what, he reached his limit and then he fell down. So the lesson is that don't use steroids, kids, because this is what happens if you use steroids or any type of drugs. So don't use drugs. Anyway, you know, the fight ends, Boo has won, and the next person who's gonna be fighting is Lavenda. Lavenda is gonna be fighting Gohan, okay? And from the preview, what we've seen from the preview, Gohan is losing. But if you've read the spoilers, you know that Lavenda was going to be fighting Gohan. So you know, maybe Gohan is going to pull through because he turned into Super Saiyan. So obviously he's serious, and that will probably wipe the poison away from his eyes because he has been blinded. But anyway, that has been your review. Like, subscribe, share, all that shit. I will see you next time because I have nothing to say. Bye.